Before there was a pharmacy, there was a palm tree. Somewhere in the ancient deserts of what is now Iraq and Egypt, more than 7,000 years ago, a human being reached up into the feathered crown of a date palm and pulled down a cluster of copper-gold fruit. They did not know about flavonoids or phenolic acids or beta-glucan, but they knew, the way people who live close to the earth always know, that this fruit was different. It sustained them through famines. It sweetened celebrations. It sat at the center of wedding tables and funeral rites alike. The date palm is mentioned more times in the Quran than any other fruit. The ancient Egyptians fermented it into wine. Pliny the Elder praised it. Avicenna prescribed it. And today, modern science has spent decades confirming in astonishing molecular detail what 7,000 years of human experience already told us. These are not just sweet fruits. They are one of the most nutritionally dense, medicinally active foods ever to grow from the earth. And I want to take you through all 11 of the ways they can change your body, starting with the one that surprises almost everyone.
Before we enter the benefits, let us look at what we are actually holding. 100 grams of dates contains between 270 and 310 calories, 15 grams of protein, 75 grams of carbohydrates, mostly fiber and natural sugars, and an antioxidant load of over 80,000 micromoles. That is not a number I will ask you to memorize, but to give it meaning, that figure places dates among the highest antioxidant density fruits measured by modern science. They carry B vitamins, B1, B2, B3, B5. They carry potassium, magnesium, iron, calcium, and copper. They are, in the truest sense of the word, complete. A handful is not a snack. It is a medicine cabinet that happens to taste like caramel. Now, let us go through what all of this actually does inside your body.
High in fiber, the river that cleans the channel. Digestive health. A single 40-gram serving, about 3 to 4 dates, delivers over 3 grams of dietary fiber. That fiber does something so fundamental we barely give it the reverence it deserves. It keeps the digestive river flowing. In a 2015 human study, people who ate just 7 dates daily for 3 weeks saw measurable improvements in bowel movement frequency and stool quality. This is not a small thing. A clean, well-moving gut is the foundation of almost every other system of health in the body. Rich in antioxidants, the body's peacekeeping force, cellular defense. Dates contain 3 of the most potent classes of antioxidants known to natural science. Flavonoids, linked to reduced risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. Carotenoids, which protect the heart and the retina, guarding against macular degeneration that silently steals the vision of millions. And phenolic acids, powerful anti-inflammatories that lower the risk of heart disease and cancer simultaneously. Together, they are not merely defensive. They are a standing army, dismantling the molecular damage that accumulates in every cell of your body from the moment you were born.
3. May promote natural labor, a gift to mothers. Women's health. This one carries a particular kind of weight. A 2025 study involving 120 pregnant women found that those who ate 6 dates daily in the final 4 weeks of pregnancy experienced faster cervical dilation and shorter overall labor duration compared to those who did not. A 2024 research review further suggests dates may reduce the need for labor induction. Researchers believe the compounds in dates may help stimulate prostaglandins, the lipid molecules that play a role in uterine contractions.
The science is still evolving, and more rigorous research is needed, but it is remarkable and deeply moving that a fruit women in the Middle East have pressed into the hands of laboring mothers for millennia is now being studied in clinical trials. 4. A natural sweetener, sugar that nourishes instead of harms. Intelligent sweetness. Dates are sweet, deeply, almost indulgently sweet, because of their fructose content. But unlike white sugar, that sweetness arrives wrapped in fiber, minerals, and antioxidants. You can blend dates with water into a paste and replace refined sugar 1-to-1 in any recipe. The difference is profound. Instead of an empty caloric hit that spikes your blood glucose and feeds inflammation, you get sweetness that simultaneously feeds your gut bacteria, nourishes your cells, and delivers minerals your body was already asking for. This is not a compromise, it is an upgrade.
5. May protect the kidneys, the body's silent filtration system. Renal defense. Your kidneys filter roughly 200 liters of blood every single day. Most of us never think about them until something goes wrong. Research has found that certain varieties of date fruit can actively reduce kidney lesions caused by nephrological disorders. Date extracts have also been shown to help reduce excess plasma and creatinine, markers of kidney stress, suggesting that regular consumption may support the long-term health of these quietly extraordinary organs. Most medicines for the kidneys are reactive. Dates are preventive. That is a fundamentally different relationship with health. 6. Support bone health, building the architecture of longevity. Skeletal strength. Dates deliver both calcium and magnesium, the two minerals that are to bone what steel and concrete are to a building. Calcium provides the structural mass. Magnesium governs how efficiently calcium is absorbed and deposited into the bone matrix. Without adequate calcium, the risk of osteoporosis escalates dramatically, particularly in women after menopause. Eating dates is not a cure for bone disease, but it is one of the simplest, most pleasurable daily habits that contributes to a skeleton that carries you strongly into old age.
7. May support brain health, shielding the mind across decades. Neuroprotection. Animal studies have shown that consuming dates may reduce the activity of amyloid beta proteins, the proteins that form the destructive plaques inside the brain associated with Alzheimer's disease. Further studies have found that dates lower inflammatory markers tied to neurodegenerative conditions, including both Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. The mechanism appears to be rooted in the phenolic compounds in dates: anthocyanins, ferulic acid, protocatechuic acid, caffeic acid, which cross the blood-brain barrier and extinguish neurological inflammation at its source. Direct human trials are still needed, but the direction of the evidence is powerful and consistent. 8. Improve skin health. Age from the inside out, not the outside in. Dermal vitality. The skin industry is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Most of it is applied to the surface. Dates work from within. Their vitamin C and vitamin D content nourishes the skin's structural proteins, collagen and elastin, which govern the elasticity and resilience that keep skin looking youthful. The nutrients in dates also help regulate melanin distribution, reducing the patchy, uneven pigmentation that develops with age and sun exposure. A jar of serum cannot do what 3 dates a day can do over 3 years. The difference is depth. Biochemistry from within reaches places no cream ever could.
9. May support hair growth, feeding the follicle from within. Iron and circulation. Hair loss has many causes, but one of the most overlooked is iron deficiency. Without adequate iron, blood cannot carry sufficient oxygen to the scalp, and without oxygen, hair follicles enter a state of dormancy and eventually die. Dates are a meaningful source of dietary iron,
and through improving overall circulation and scalp oxygenation, they may help slow the rate of hair loss and support the conditions in which new growth becomes possible. This is not a magic remedy, but it is a sensible, nourishing foundation. And most foundations work quietly, without announcement. 10. May reduce cancer risk. The beta-glucan guardian. Anti-tumor activity. Dates contain a compound called beta-D-glucan, which has been identified as an agent that promotes anti-tumor activity within the body. Combined with the extraordinary antioxidant density of dates, which neutralizes the free radical activity that initiates cellular mutation, this fruit has a credible, evidence-supported role in cancer risk reduction. Daily consumption does not guarantee protection. Nothing in biology does. But reducing the daily oxidative burden on your cells consistently over years and decades is one of the most rational and evidence-backed things any human being can do for their long-term health.
11. Help manage diabetes. Sweetness that steadies blood sugar. Glucose regulation. Here is the one that confounds people most. How can a sweet fruit help manage diabetes? The answer lies in mechanism, not appearance. Research proposes that dates may help increase insulin production while also slowing the rate of glucose absorption from the intestinal wall. The fiber in dates creates a physical barrier that delays the entry of sugars into the bloodstream, producing a flatter, more manageable glucose curve rather than a sharp spike. The exact pathways are still being studied, and dates must always be consumed in moderation by people managing blood sugar. But the old fear, I have diabetes, I cannot eat fruit, is far more nuanced than most people have been told.
When I look at this fruit, really look at it, I find myself thinking about all the hands that have held it before mine. The Bedouin woman pressing one into the palm of a laboring daughter. The scholar in medieval Baghdad who wrote about its properties for the kidney. The farmer in Morocco who learned from his grandfather exactly when to harvest and exactly how many to eat before the fast began. None of them had access to a clinical trial. None of them could measure phenolic acid concentrations or chart a glucose curve. And yet they knew. They built entire cultures of knowledge around this one fruit, and they were not wrong. Modern science, to its great credit, has not replaced that knowledge. It has translated it, given it language, given it numbers, verified what millions of human lives already proved. That is what I find most moving about nutritional science when it is done with humility. It does not discover, it confirms. Start with 3 dates tomorrow morning, or blend them into your oatmeal, or replace the sugar in your baking with date paste, and watch what happens, not just to the food, but to how your body feels over the weeks that follow. Give your body the tools it needs, then trust it. It has been doing this work for a very long time. If this moved something in you today, share it with someone whose health you care about. Subscribe if you want more of this kind of work. Science and story, roots and research held together. And leave me a comment. Have you grown up with dates in your culture? What did your family know about them that science is only now catching up to? I want to hear that. Some of the best medicine in the world is still living inside people's memories. I will be here, palm in hand. Modern science does not discover what this fruit can do. It confirms what 7,000 years of human life already proved.